You got someone in hiding.
Keeping calm here.
Fran,
No, it's just us.
just you and Melissa.
Yes.
Okay, so give us a little bit about what you got.
Okay, this is a 13-minute scene from my play. It's an Italian thing. No, it's a black thing. And this is the fourth scene. So this comes in after a lot goes on, and it's the first time Frankie, the transgender woman, is seeing her mother in a few days. And it's just the two of us. And then it goes into a little bit after this, and then the play ends.
All right, let's go.
Mom? Mom? Where are you? Where are you? Mom? Oh,
You heard it.
Mom, you scared me. I didn't know where you were. I couldn't figure it out.
Just like you couldn't figure out who you are.
Yeah. What's with the cane? What are you pretending you're being an old lady?
Oh, Jennifer said she'd only take me to the park if I used a cane. Scared to death of me falling again.
Why'd you jump out like that? Are you practicing for Rinalivio with Jennifer? I don't think it's part of the caregiver's duties, you know.
No, I'm just getting even for when you and Ginny would always do that to me. Just because you like to hear me scream.
Yeah, yes, and Jimmy and I also love to hear Dad yell from the next room, "What's going on in there?"
What's going on?
Then me and Jimmy would hold on to you and not let you go.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Until you said, Oli, income free. And then we would all start hugging and laughing. Oh, Mom.
Remember that one time you boys, girl and boy, no, wait. You were both boys then.
Yes.
You came at me and I dropped that
That
big tray of
ravioli
ravioli
on the
all over
floor,
the
and then we were all sliding on the gravy and the sausage and stuff. Those were good times, Mom.
Yeah.
What made you hide now?
I don't know. Wanted to fool around, I guess. Oh, everything seems to be getting so serious with my health. Your father's... You're dating that girl, Tanisha.
Mom, her name is Tanasia. 2 words, Tan and Asia. One right after the other.
Okay, that helps. I will remember Tan because she sure is Tan.
Oh.
And I will remember that she is not from Asia.
I miss you these last few days. You know, I just came up here to see if you're all right. I heard you were out all day with Jennifer, and then you were in the park, and then when you came home, you crashed.
Sure did. Jennifer is...
Where is she?
I sent her to Christini's to get some milk, bread, and eggs. You know, when we get home from the long walk in the park, Jennifer almost had to carry me up the stairs, and I just left my clothes on, and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like when you and Ginny were little boys and you fell asleep in the car on the drive home, your father would take Ginny, and I would take you right up the stairs and took you to beds and left your clothes on. It seems like yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe we could shut that sound over there. I don't know. I can't hear volume. It seems like yesterday.
Seems like yesterday.
Mom, I got a confession.
What, Frankie?
I can't speak for Jimmy, but when we were in the car, I wasn't always sleeping. I was pretending that I was sleeping, so you would carry me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so that I could hug you. And, you know, and I loved it. I could put my head against your neck and your hair, and it was very special.
I got a confession too, Frankie, many times that I knew you were pretending, but I liked it and I let it happen. There just weren't enough times to hug you when you were growing up and being a tough guy and an alfalfa male. Not a mama's boy.
No more tough guy now, right? And Mom, it's not alfalfa male. It's alpha male.
Alfalfa male, like alfalfa from the Little Rascals with the hair sticking out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
If you didn't go out and then take that nap, I would have taken you downstairs or brought them up. Tanasia and a mother and a sister to meet you.
That's okay, I'll meet him sometime soon. Let's do fingers.
Oh, okay.
Ora.
All right.
Tre, due, uno.
Quattro. Wow, you always win.
Think
You
it.
always win.
I win, yeah.
You always beat Dad and Jimmy and I.
Yeah, even when I'm trying to let you guys win.
Oh yeah.
It's like God wants me to win something.
Mom, you're a winner. You're always a winner. You'll always be a winner for us.
Haven't had a win for since October 12th. There you go. He's telling me to play 10-12.
10-12.
Straight or boxed? Day or evening? I can't hear ya! Lord! You guys are gonna miss me when I gotta go. When he calls me.
Please don't talk like that. You're here now. Day by day. I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Can you ask him what tomorrow's mega ball number is?
Shh. You can't get greedy. I'll get cut off from win 4 numbers. Okay, Frankie, let's see your stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's dress, right? All right. And hair in place. I can still flip it though like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not too much makeup, right? And how's this, the walk that you showed me? How's that, all right? Everything you taught me.
It's a miracle given what you looked like when Frank showed up as Frankie.
That bad?
Well, everything's relative. Thank God our relatives didn't see you that day. There you were with a blonde wig that was too small, heels too high. You couldn't stand up. Boy, foundation so thin you probably needed a putty knife that night.
That bad, huh?
Worse, Frankie. Through all the years, there were a lot of problems and surprises for that night.
Sorry. And then, but then it got funny, right? Dad called from the next room, what's going on in there? And he came in and he saw me, he heard my voice, but he came in and he didn't see the guy me, he saw the girl me.
Where's Frank?
It was
Where's Frank? And I was saying, right here, right here. And then when he finally got it, we both caught him as he and his walker went flying.
Right, good catch, Mom.
Never thought I'd get used to it, but I have. Like you told me I would. Even your father seems he's gotten used to it, or his Alzheimer's is making him forget the other you. I don't know.
Do you remember, do you remember when I tried to find out what he knew? When I wanted to break it to him that I was trans, and I figured, let me find out first what he knows. And I said to him, Dad, you know about this LGBT stuff? And he says, you remember? Then he says, oh yeah, I know about LGBT. I tried that. I said, Dad, you tried LGBT? He says, yeah, I tried it. I mean, I like the bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but I hated the gorgonzola.
The sandwich gets bigger and bigger as they add more letters every year.
Yeah, well, I'm blessed to have parents like you and Dad.
Yeah, thank God. You let me help you with your look, and you take my
Constant suggestion.
I know, and I know you did it out of love and to protect me from ridicule.
No daughter of mine is going to be made fun of, never. It's an Italian thing, pride in one's looks.
And being true to yourself, right? Or feeling like you're being true to yourself.
Up to a point.
What do you mean, up to a point?
I think you should think carefully before you go too far with Asia.
I thought you liked her for me.
Sure, as a friend, as a date, as someone to help you get over this hang-up you have about thinking you and the family were racist. We're not, but now you're going too far when you go too far.
Whoa, Mom, easy. We talked about this. As we grew up, it was an Italian thing to make fun of Moulignans and even be fearful of them. And yeah, maybe I went too far in the beginning to try to rid myself of that prejudice, and I was getting too close maybe to her. But now, I don't even see her blackness. I see her loving heart, her soul, and how much she loves me.
But now you're talking about meeting her mother, getting engaged, and even marrying her. I don't think you realize that that's an even bigger step when you changed your gender from Frank to Frankie.
Oh, Mom. What?
They don't think like us. They have different values about family, work, everything. And can she make you delicious meals night after night? Does she even know what sapressata is?
Mom, this is sounding mean.
No, just realistic. They don't think well about us Italians. They feel we never liked them, kept them down. You're going to down a very hard road to hoe. Your father will slip.
I can't believe this. And saying your father will flip. I'm my own man. Woman. And I can't really talk now. Tenacia and her mother are downstairs. They're going to be coming up, and they made a meat lasagna using your recipe. This sounds so hypocritical, Mom.
You're right, Sophie is right. There's nothing good that will come out of a
Sophie,
serious relationship of you and Tenacia.
Oh, forget it.
And not just the black and white thing, but also you are too old for her. You're like March, December, worse than May, December, March.
This reminds me of when...
Espetar. Let me finish. As the years go on, she'll need someone younger who can keep up. And your trans thing? Sure, if Tenacia was a lifelong lesbian, maybe then, but she's, what do you call it, a pansexual?
Pansexual. Get your words right.
Yeah, right. When you told me you were coming upstairs, I called Aunt Sophie to come by and talk with us.
Oh, no, she's coming here?
You know she loves you. And as my older sister, she has given me very good advice, many times. Look, it's already 6 o'clock. She's due here at 6:30, and you know she's always early, Italian old lady thing.
Oh, no! Mom! That's probably Tenacia and her family coming up. Oh, no, worse! It's probably Sophie! Oh, no! Mom!
I think it's Aunt Sophie, and she's early. Go open the door.
See.
Oh, awesome. Love it.
Thank you.
Questions, comments, concerns.
No, never say concerns, I say compliments. I don't ever say concerns. God damn it.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
You know, I get
What do you say? Questions, comments?
comments, questions.
Compliments.
Compliments. No,
Never say
I say what I
concerns,
say.
'cause my
You say
concern
what
is
you
I'm
say.
about to kill
I'm not you, you're not me. Questions, comments,
I just wanted to say
commandeering.
that was
Words,
presented
you're an adult.
very lovingly. You presented something that should be the staple when something like this, maybe transpires and we have to accept it. And it makes us accept it a little bit more, and I think you laid it out. There was a course of action. Melissa played very well. Good.
It's almost a cold reach. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, very nice. I liked the whole piece.
Thank you.
Frank.
That was very natural and very touching. Just the
Thank
love aspect of Melissa was terrific. And you were terrific as well. I like you're Italian?
Yeah. Calabrese.
Okay.
No.
Well,
There you go.
that's, no, it
Up
was
it
really
goes.
very touching.
All the way down the boot there.
And it helped, I think I don't know, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but the focus was really,
Thank
really
you.
good. Great time.
Justine, Carrie, and then Seth.
I remember doing this before, this scene.
Yeah, it was done a few weeks ago,
In Zoom, I think.
Tom?
and
And,
I'm sorry.
I do like, I don't know that I was here for at least one of them, one of the readings of the scene, and I think that it's progressed. I feel like you took some of the suggestions well, and that I think it's definitely moving in the right direction. I feel like there was more going on here, and it was I think the way it's moving forward is good, and I think I connected to it more than when I first heard it a couple months ago.
Carrie?
I was curious, the character says, they don't see this person being, like black. I wonder, like they didn't even see that, and I wondered why. Like, why wouldn't they see their blackness?
The main character, Frankie, is still loaded with loads of prejudice and inner racism. And Frankie thinks that by saying, I don't even see her blackness, that's like a positive thing.
Okay, that's what I was trying to see.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to
And
get
that,
at, the character thing.
and it was,
Gotcha.
yeah, it was a character. And that was hopefully going to make some people's hair stand up, you know. And there's a lot of inner racism that comes out of here. And in the prior scenes as well, and in the following scene. Not only racism, but...
Fran, wait.
Sorry. Yeah, right. Okay, right.
Comment on things.
Right.
Billy?
Yes. Seth?
I thought it was just beautiful, like really moving, and you know, you guys did a great job of reading it. You know, it's really lovely. My only small note, really small note, is I wonder if there couldn't be some, you know, urgency, some event at the very beginning, you know, preparing something, or you know, that something's happening, just to, you know, this issue of urgency, seems to be there for all of us tonight. Maybe, you know, just something, some event that maybe she's preparing for or not preparing for, or something that's coming down the road that, you know, is kind of like opening them up, you know.
Okay.
Right.
We're not, so when it's okay to comment.
Anyone else?
Not yet.
Christian?
Not yet, Fran. Anybody else?
Anyone else?
Carrie.
Carrie and, yeah. Deborah.
Ask her name, Bill. She's
She
right
just
there.
said, Deborah.
She's awesome.
Carrie?
She's really cool.
I love the heart that's in it, and it's definitely relevant with a lot of things that are going on, and you brought the humanity to it and the family to it for sure, with the relationship with the mom. And I did have some hairs on the back of my neck stand up at the whole, I don't see her being black, I see her heart, and I was like, oh, I love that. The part right before it when you do say Moulignon, how comfortable is that for you to say, being in the relationship with Tanasia? I was just a little confused by, I can't even put a finger on it. I was just a little confused that you're in the relationship with her, and I know that's something that the family has said throughout your growing up, but are you scolding your mom about the use of that and now what relationship you're in? Or I just felt it just came off a little too easy when the next part of it was so impactful. And it's just my own personal thought, but I don't know if that's something.
Nice. Anybody else?
All right, yeah.
Justine.
Okay, Justine and...
Just in terms of the play at, in terms of the play at large, and you don't necessarily have to answer this now, we can talk about it after. I'm wondering if the characters pay at all for, like, is there a consequence for the racism? Do they have any sort of come to God moment? Does the family see the issue like that you're seeing your character, or Frankie character? We can discuss after, but just that's the question I have.
No, the problem is that Fran has brought this in a wonderful way, at every step. So we've seen, so it's up to you, haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have seen it so many times over the years that she's developing this and making it better and go into that further theme. But the idea is this, she's still pushing the envelope, which is wonderful. Which is great, Fran, and that's my only point, which is great. Keep pushing the envelope. I don't know where that envelope goes. Is there a home for that, or just goes out into outer space? So when does this project end? I mean, ending meaning stop, let's go back and we make it. You know
It's
what I'm
at that point now.
It is, okay.
Yeah,
so- and-
this scene we did in Vinnie Pastore's acting class at HB Studio. We spent time in the blocking and acting it out. The other scene I put up at 29th Street for Episcopal Actors Guild, where there were several notes to fix in that. There were some things I had to fix as an actor and stuff. But I'm done. I'm done with the writing and the editing and stuff. A lot of it, thanks to you guys, I cut it back quite a bit, I think.
Well,
And-
then make sure you tag us in it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, make sure also, the fact is that you're saying to me, it's now going to be in production. That's the next step.
Well, that's what I want to talk to you and Bill about, because I want to film the pieces that need to be filmed. I'm putting together a small film as a promo. But if I could address some of the things that were brought up too, Seth, what happens? Why this is like the urgency about it is that we just went through making. I just met her mother, Tanasia's mother. And I was very afraid of meeting her mother. I was worried that she wasn't gonna like me because I'm older, I'm trans, I'm white. And it turns out that I guess she liked the lasagna, and then therefore, if it spilled over to me, that she liked me. And so then we're going, now it's that they wanna meet my mother, and she's out for a long walk in the park, partly because she did it deliberately. She didn't wanna face the fact that she would have to tell me what she just told me in this encounter, that she doesn't think I should proceed with my relationship with her.
Fran, we have 1 minute.
Oh, that's it. That's all.
Let me, hold on, let me.
And what I wanted to address, something that Kerry said too, is that this character is very, very confused, as I am myself.
I was gonna address that, yeah.
As many Italians are, I think, as a culture, I think many Italians are very confused about dealing with racism.
Right, so I was gonna address that. As an Italian coming from a very similar background,
Bless you.
Fran saying Moulignon and all that stuff, it's like she's gotta say it in the way that her mother understands, and at the same time hold back because it doesn't feel right. It's a very, I grew up in that circumstance where my grandparents were very racist, and I was the one who was anti-racist. I was the one who was like the artist, and you people are all fucked up. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're crazy and all that stuff. And so I understand where this is all coming from. I don't know. I guess my point is I don't know if everybody will get it from our point of view. Because Carrie's question was I was like, wow, how does she not understand? But maybe people that didn't grow up in an Italian.
See, in that language, I grew up in an Irish American household. That was like a curse word. That was not a nice thing.
No, right. It was a curse word. But used every day.
Oh no, that wasn't. No, that's not a curse word in the Italian world. It's no. That's what they do.
Always used every day.
That's what they do. And
just
and I didn't like it, and I'm like my grandparent, that's this isn't nice. I have my friends, I'm everyone's nice, everyone's good, black, white, purple, orange people, they're bad. No, they're not. So my point is, yeah.
No, I was gonna say even when I grew up mostly in Queens, I used to hear a lot going to school in Flushing, Queens, where they would throw around Mooley all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dated a girl that time. She was banned from dating was unfazed. I was like, yeah, that's how they talk.
Yeah. Real quick, Deborah, and go ahead.
It's a fact of life that people are racist and don't like each other. So I don't think you need to shy away from that. I don't think that's a new concept in the world.
No.
I think what you're actually showing in such a wonderful way is the struggle of this older woman and older father, an older way of thinking to a newer way of thinking, that for the character gives them the freedom and the opportunity to express their gender, but hopefully they realize, or maybe don't realize in their internal struggle, that freedom doesn't really in general exist, because there's still this oppression of racism, and that's what becomes so confusing for the character. And I think that's confusing for all of us as we live in a world where people are more free to express themselves, but maybe not in every single way and in every single situation. So I don't think you should back down from it at all. And the more that you show these characters as likable and in their time, place, and circumstance, then the people who don't fucking like it don't like it. So I think it was really good.
Good, thank you.
All right.
I think you nailed it. So let's
Thank
move
you.
that from it. I love it.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you.
We're not meeting, by the way, everyone else, we're not meeting on the 12th because we had the film festival, right?
All right.